everybody, welcome back to house number 2, part 5 I think is the number that we're on. So today we're going to get working on the interior to this. So basically how the interior for this house is going to work is I am going to just give you guys the layout of the house, and all the houses from this house on, you're basically going to get basically like the layout of each room to kind of save some time, and that way we can get each part done in one. And then you guys can just fill them in yourselves, because then you know where the rooms are going to go and things like that. Because usually everything's about the same in all my houses when it comes to, you know, designs like that. For our stairs on this one though, we are going to use some, what color is the roof on this house? We're going to use acacia wood stairs for our stairs on this one. We're also going to be using, maybe, let's use some light blue wool, and we will also need some light gray. So when we first walk in, we need to figure out how big our upstairs is. Oh, not there, not there. Here it is. So our upstairs is pretty big. We have quite a bit of space to work with. So we need to figure out where we want our stairs to go. Maybe right here would be pretty good. This might be a pretty good area. So what we could do is have the stairs maybe, how could we get that to work? Or we could have the stairs come in like right here, like right when we come in. There's like the thing I'm horrible with is when it comes to stairs in a house, I'm horrible at trying to figure out where they should go. So I'm thinking maybe like we could start them here and then turn them to go up this way, which is close enough to where we are looking to get them. So I'm just going to use this for our kind of like our foundation here. And this will make it to where it's a little bit easier to make everything go up and a little bit faster as well. So basically just take your acacia wood and just have them stack up all the way until we get to the upstairs here. And we just finished off with that there. Boom. Perfect. Got that done. I'm just going to add in upside downs here. And that will kind of finish that off. And then what we can do is cover them all up with your light gray wool and just kind of have it stack all the way up to the ceiling. Now there's a couple of different ways you could do this. You could make this into a full solid wall if you so wanted to, which is probably what I'm going to do. And then also on the other side, basically I'm going to stack this all the way up as well. You could either just have it stack all the way up, or you can do what we usually do and just have it kind of stair step up a little bit until you get to the ceiling and end it just like this, and kind of solves that problem and everything as well. You know, it's really just up to you on how you want to do that part. I'm going to have the stairs come all the way out to the roof, or to the front, excuse me. And then just kind of make this come all the way out. Maybe we could stop this wall right here. That might be a problem later on, but maybe we can make that work somehow. Okay, so now we have our stairs set up. So over here to the right, we have quite a bit of room to work with. I'm thinking maybe make this area the living room. And you could probably cut it off, you know, right next to this window right here. So we can make this a wall divider or a room divider, however you want to call it. And stack it all the way up to the ceiling. And we just kind of make a 3 wide gap and connecting to the next room, stack it up about 4 tall for the opening. So the kitchen, we don't have all too much space to work with. So what we could do is we could knock out this wall here. That way it gives us a little bit more room to work with on the interior. Because I didn't realize how much and how tight of space we were in. You know, just kind of cover up all the things that we don't need. So boom, just like that, solves that problem. Okay, so now we have a lot more space to work with when it comes to, you know, our open space for like our kitchen, things like that. So basically I'm just going to stack this garage wall all the way up, and we can even make our entrance into the garage over here somewhere. So that would probably work. You know, having this small little alleyway or hallway might be the better term for it. I mean, granted, our garage really isn't too important. Our garage is mainly just there for aesthetic purposes, but it is still nice to kind of have it there. And have it kind of feel more realistic. So basically what we could do is just kind of have our light gray just kind of come all the way around the sandstone here, which is usually what we're going to be doing on every single house, just because it kind of makes things a little bit more easy to work with. And also, in my opinion, I think it looks a little bit better as well. And just kind of finish this off by coming across and connecting everything. Connect all the pillars. Now this part is definitely, you know, up to you if you want to do it or not. If it doesn't look good, we can always get rid of it, which is something I usually do, is if I don't like something, just kind of change it up later on. So there we go. I think that's pretty good. We could even add full glass in there if we so chose to. So we have a hallway that leads into you know, everything. We could even make a bathroom here. So let's make this into a bathroom. Then we still have an entrance into our garage. So our entrance to the garage would just go right here. And then we just kind of make stairs going down. So now we have a bathroom in the house as well. Remember when I didn't used to have bathrooms in any of my houses, but now I usually make sure I do for realism purposes? Oh, those were the days. Okay, so our living room area is still pretty big. If we wanted to add in a small little dividing wall, we could easily do that. And really simple, I mean, a wall like this is made to where this is where you can put the couch or different things like that. Now, if you don't like this design, there actually are, you know, a lot of other designs you can do. You can just have pillars. You know, sometimes pillars can just make great dividing walls and just add a little bit more aesthetic to the rooms. So just having a small pillar like this, and maybe just even having one of them might make it look a little bit better. Also, the reason we have the light blue wool is so the bottom layer of each block of wool, you can basically just replace it with your light blue. And what this does is it kind of makes the rooms feel more open because of the light colors, which is something that is always good to feel like there is more room than there really is. And you're going to see that a lot in like real life houses as well. People always try to figure out lighter colors usually make rooms look a little bit bigger. Darker rooms usually make it look a little bit smaller. And, you know, we're kind of trying to make our rooms look a little bit bigger here. So we're going with a lighter color for all of these. Boop, just like that. Nice and simple. Even the same thing with the pillar here that we added would make a big difference. I mean, as you can tell, just doing this really did make a big impact on how the rooms are already turning out. And there's just a lot of small stuff like that that can really show like how much time you've put into a house. So again, we have a bathroom here, and do the same thing with the walls here when it comes to adding your light blue. Now this part is easily, you know, debatable if you want to do this or not, and you don't really have to. It's just really all up to you on your personal preferences and how good at interior you are. And as you guys know, I'm not great at interior. I never have been. Not for lack of trying, just like it's really hard for me when it comes to blocks. Okay, so just like that makes it, you know, just everything looks so much more open, and I really do like that design. All right, so our kitchen area goes right here, and I'm thinking we're going to have to mix in our kitchen with our dining room, so that'd be like right here. You could even add, again, some other small pillars in here. Maybe add a pillar like right about here, and just stack it all the way up. And again, just kind of adds a little bit more character, I guess. Might be some of the best ways to put it. You could even add in a couple of small dividing walls here, so you have a mudroom. I think now we could go upstairs. So again, I want to show you guys, because basically what's going on is I kind of make the layout for the house for you guys, and then you guys can fill it in yourselves. So basically we have the stairs here that go up, pretty simple to see. We have our living room just to the right when we walk in. We go back around, we have a bathroom here, a entrance into our garage, which we need to add stairs in, going down. So just like that, we can even just stack it up like this. Perfect, solves that problem. We got that taken care of and out of the way. And then over here where we were gonna have this little entrance going out onto the backyard, we basically punched out that wall, added in a pillar, and then we're gonna have our dining room table be here and our kitchen there. Okay, so just want to go over that real quick. Now we can go upstairs, and work on up here. So the walls here for the stairs, I'm going to stack all the way up, just because usually you would get this in a house, because you know it is really hard to incorporate the stairs in with everything sometimes. So usually they just kind of block off the entire stairway a little bit. Now if you don't want to have the stairs go all the way over, you could even just kind of cut them off at some point and just kind of stack it up from there. I mean, like that way, I said that way twice in a row. But that way, what we'll do is we'll make it to where we can still use that window that we were going to be worried about covering up. And perfect. So there we go. Now we have a big entrance when we walk up. And so I think our master should probably go on the right side when we come up the stairs, just because of how big it is compared to the other side. And there's also a couple more windows. And so it's really up to you if you want to make this into 2 solid rooms or just into 1 big room. I'm thinking a little bit more towards making it the 1 big bedroom, because that way we could add in another bathroom up here. Like the bathroom could go here, which might work out perfectly. Just kind of have it come all the way over and connect, which we actually need to make it a little bit smaller so we have more room for a bed and everything. So I'm actually going to make it maybe, you know, 3 blocks across and 4 blocks wide. That way we still have plenty of room for the bed and everything. And the actual entrance into the master bedroom will just go right here. And just kind of stack it all the way up with your light gray wool. And hopefully you guys are okay with how we are going to be doing the interior to all these houses. I do think it's probably the best compromise when it comes to saving parts, because I'm not great at interior, so I'm not really a big fan of it. But also still get you guys, you know, the layouts for everything. And which is something that a lot of people do want, is they just want the layouts so they know where things will go. And that's what we're doing. So this is the bathroom. Again, we can still add in our light blue wool to kind of make the rooms look bigger. If you want to use a different color for upstairs, you can. These are just kind of like, I guess, I don't want to say like set colors. I guess they're like the factory colors, if you want to put it that way. Because if you look at it, maybe I'm the factory. I'm the one who, you know, makes this stuff. And if you want to change anything, you can. That might be the best way to actually put it. I never thought about it that way until just now. And boop, 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 boop. Now when you get to this area here, now this part's kind of, you know, up to you if you want to add this in, everything here. And this part's just really up to you. I mean, it's like most of this stuff is up to you anyways, but I'm just going to add the stripe in there to kind of just keep the theme going. Okay, so there we go. Got all that taken care of. And perfect. Okay, so again, master to the right. Pretty big space to work with, which is pretty good. Then we can add in a couple other rooms. We can have a room here. So might as well just add this in now. And notice that you are going to have to work with a slanted roof. And that's not that big of a deal. But you do just want to keep in mind how much space you have to work with on those. So this could just be a guest bedroom that we could work with. That could be a closet right here. So they have a couple windows. We can make over here into its own separate room. And, how are we going to make that work with the windows? Maybe we could just turn it like this. Maybe like that. That might work. And then you still have a pretty big space for your bed, everything like that. Let's see. And that might be pretty good for the space up here. You know, I mean, upstairs are really simple. I mean, you're really just adding a couple rooms in, just because there's not really all too much space to work with in real life anyways when it comes to designs like these. Like, if you go into almost any house, not every house, but, you know, a lot of houses, you're going to see that, like, the downstairs looks amazing, hardwood floors, things like that. And then you go to the upstairs and everything's just more kind of plain, just because that's usually just how it works, you know? I mean, a lot of things are a lot more plain when it comes to things like that. And boom, that wall is done. And we're already at about the stopping point for where we want to stop these videos. And we got everything done. So we can add in a door here into a guest bedroom and into our second or third guest bedroom here. So thank you very much for watching, guys. It is greatly appreciated. Again, hopefully you guys don't mind how we're going to be doing the interior into all these houses. But I do think it's probably the best compromise for everything and how we want to make it work. So I will see you guys next week for the next house. So bye bye everyone.